Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites.
God.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
God. All praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the apostles, our elders of GMS who rule well.
God. Double honor to the apostles, the elders of GMS who rule well.
Rockathon to all you Akim that's out here pushing this truth and the sincerity and the strength of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
And we are here for the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, Judah, the so-called Negroes, Benjamin, the so-called West Indians, Jamaicans, Levi, the so-called Haitians. We have Gad, the so-called North American Indians, Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians, Issachar, the so-called Mexican Indians, Zebulon, Guatemala to Panama, the indigenous Indians, Manasseh, the so-called Cubans, Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans, Simeon, the so-called Dominicans, Naphtali, Argentina to Chile, the indigenous Indians, Asher, Colombia to Uruguay, Yahweh, Bunyumyan, Lawyer, Shemaiah, Aparium, Gad, Asher, Manasseh, Zabal, Lawan, Naphtali, Leah, Robin, Yashakar. These are the 12 tribes of Israel. Yahweh Shai is coming to redeem 1/3 the elect. 2/3 is set up for the destruction. Destruction draweth nigh, man. We always say that, man, because that's in the scriptures. No, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is making it happen. 2014, it was more destruction and more division, more turmoil than 2013. And we still have 4 or 5 days, if it's the Lord's will, to the end of Esau's so-called calendar year. So, according to his calendar year, 2015 possibilities would be more devastating than 14. We pray that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai comes back and destroys America and uplift Israel and bring the true kingdom back to power, you know. And this morning I cut on CNN. What do you have on there, man? They had the funeral for the Ramos, the police officer, who was, I'm looking at him, he looks, the name Ramos, it can be Issachar or Ephraim. It could be a so-called Mexican name or Puerto Rican name. Then I started looking at his wife. A lot of times you can look at them women and tell the woman, her vibration is not of it looked like she looked like Ephraim or Cuban. She didn't seem to be like a so-called Mexican when I looked at her. So when I looked at him, he could be Puerto Rican or Cuban. Could be Issachar, we don't know, but we know he of the northern tribe, right? And I was looking at it, and it's gonna be on TV basically all day, and probably all day tomorrow. Just like the shootings they had, they kept them on TV constantly, so that's all you saw, right? But bigger things were going on behind the scenes. Now that Moabite who got killed, the so-called Chinese man who got killed, it's like why they don't have, since they got killed together and they supposed to be partners, why not they had the funeral at the same time, right? But they had the Israelite funeral one day, and then they saying that so-called Chinese man's funeral gonna be Wednesday. So they probably shipped his body back home, and the Moabites did what they did, probably. But that's like today, Saturday. So you got to hear this Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then they're gonna lead you up to his damn burial. So this is gonna be a whole week, basically like a whole week thing, dealing with these two damn police officers. So they're gonna therefore keep you your eyes closed on what's really going on behind the scenes. That this damn dollar is falling, and this damn ruble is falling, and these other nations is so close to destroying America, man.
I got Exodus 9 chapter, measure the time. Mm-hmm. It said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the sign pass, which I had told thee before. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world.
That he made. And he let us know that through these documents, these writings is in the Bible. That's why we study and we read the Bible, and we coming out here declaring it. You know, we are declaring it now through these scriptures. That's how we know certain things are taking place, that the time is near. We know that, man, because the scriptures have prophesied that. It's prophesied famine. We had seen famine. We see pestilence. We rumors of wars and rumors of wars. We've been seeing that. We see the martial law. The signs that we first saw the elders hold up 7 years ago, finna be 8 years ago, coming on YouTube all the way up to now. We seeing it more and more than we did back then. That's why the scripture tells us in Romans 13, our salvation is nearer than we first believed. We see more and more martial law, man. You know, we seeing these diseases. We seeing these race riots. The race riots popping off. They've been popping off over on the other side. Now they're starting to come to America a little bit more and a little bit more. You know?
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquake and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the day that were before thee.
And the people who gonna well understand it and who gonna perceive and know that are the elect. They gonna see it. They gonna know what's really going on. You 2/3. When you finally see, oh shit, that's what it is, it's gonna be too late. That's why we out here on these highways and byways proclaiming this word, that you can seek the Lord while he still may be found. Because the day you see it and be like, oh man, I've heard this before, or I seen them brothers on the street preaching that, it's gonna be too late, man. It's gonna be destruction to you. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
All things had a beginning. The elect had a beginning. Just people in general that were made from the beginning. You had beasts, you had herbs in the field. Everything that was made from the beginning, it has that end, and it's coming. Only ones that won't be an end for is the elect. When we read that in Mark 9, is some of us here won't taste death until we see the Son of Man come. Some of us gonna get past all this turmoil, and we're gonna make it through and get new bodies, and then we're gonna live 1,000 years before we pass on and come back.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna jump to verse 7. I'm in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. Verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed.
By faith. Yep. That's how you're gonna get by. As we spoke yesterday. When you read Galatians 3rd chapter, they were thinking that it's all about you will be saved just by doing the law. But Paul was telling them, hey man, when Yahushua came, hey, it was through him that you have faith, man. So you have to have faith in order to be saved. And Yahushua, man.
And they didn't understand that in the book of Galatians.
Okay.
Paul was speaking on it, but it was going over their head. But they were stiff-necked, man. You know?
Just like Jake them is now, man.
Yeah, just like Jake them is now.
God.
You know? But it's Ecclesiasticus in the regular Bible. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens.
Time for every purpose under the heaven. So, read on. Go ahead.
Verse 8. A time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace.
So a time of war and a time of peace, a time of love and a time of hate. And it says it's a purpose. So when we look at what just happened to Ramos, him getting killed, that was the Lord sanctioning him to get killed, according to 1 Samuel 2 and 6. It was his time. That was his purpose. His purpose was to not serve the Lord the right way, right? And then get punished for it, and not make it to the end being one of the elect. That's gonna make it through all this turmoil and all these hard perilous times, man. He didn't make it through. The Most High sent a death angel unto him, man.
Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that even I am he, and there is no God with me.
God.
I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
God. Neither you can't be delivered out of the hand of the Lord once He sent one of those death angels to come get you. When it's your time, when your time is up. What's that like on that movie, End of Time? When it's 0, 0, 0, 0 for your soul, and ain't no time left, you can't stop that, man. It's a appointed time for everybody that's supposed to be put to death, and where you get put to death. You know, you ain't got one. Get Judges 2 and 13. You ain't got one. That's why you see Ramos and the Moabite was, fuck the Moabite, basically, because he's the other nation.
Yeah, the Most High gonna use.
No.
Most High gonna use the Moabite to destroy Esau.
Yeah.
Most High ain't gonna spare them Moabites.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get that before we go to that.
Yeah.
Let me bring that out.
So
you think them damn Moabites or them Ammonites, Japanese and Chinese, you think them Moabites is gonna the Japanese is the Ammonite and the Moabites is the Chinese. So I don't know which one got put to death at that particular time.
yeah, he could be either one of them.
But it's Amos.
Now I seen his last name. His last name is the name that a lot of the Moabites carried. That Liu, L-I-U. A lot of them carry that last name. So a lot of times we look at their names and see what their names is. You can tell. Really, you can't even tell really, because shit, they all mixed up. They brothers and sisters. First cousins. They all kids a lot.
This Amos 2 and this Amos 2 in the first verse, it says, "Thus says the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Moab, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because thou hast burned the bones of the kings of Egypt into lime."
So
even though let's look up that word lime, because I need to bring that out for edification. Even though that Moabite got killed, and even though he was descended from Lot, L-I-M-E. Yeah. Even though he was descended from Lot, the Most High still gonna punish the Moabites. Still gonna punish them, and they not gonna rule. Why? Because it was a point in time to where the Moabites had us in slavery. You see? They had us in slavery. They don't remember, but when you go into the history in the book of Numbers, they tried to send curses up on us too. And we was in slavery. So they got to pay for that.